Okay friends, if you come to the center of your mat, we're going to come to a kneeling position. You can grab a cushion or perhaps a bolster and just place it in between your legs just to give yourself a little bit of support. Maybe a blanket under your knees. Just have a little see where you want to be, just to be nice and comfortable. Maybe bringing the big toes to touch. Let the knees sit out nice and wide. And then when you're in your perfect position, come to close off your eyes. Rest the backs of your hands on your thighs and just take a moment to arrive in your practice, arrive in your space. Release the shoulders, back, round and down your spine. And to start to tune into your breath, breathing in through the nose and then back out through the nose. Noticing how it feels today. This can give us an indication of perhaps where we're at. Is it short and sharp? Perhaps it's quite shallow. Whatever it is, just notice it, acknowledge, don't do anything to change it just yet. We're going to start our practice today by using our alternate nostril breathing, our Nadi Shodana. So you can keep your eyes closed, just raising your right hand, and we're going to place our thumb on the top of our right nostril, placing our middle finger and our index finger in the middle of our eyebrows and our third eye. Good, getting the ring finger ready to close off the left nostril. Good, then empty all of the air out of your lungs on an exhale. Good, as you inhale now, closing off the right nostril as we breathe in through the left. All the way to the top. Then holding the breath at the top as we release the right nostril, closing the left nostril with the ring finger, and then exhale out of the right nostril. Then inhale through the right. Retain at the top as you switch over the fingers, and then exhale out of the left. Good, inhale left. Switch over at the top, and then exhale out of the right. Inhale right. Release the left as you close the right nostril and exhale out of the left. Good, and just moving through our Nadi Shodana now with your own breath. As you inhale in, just feel your breath rise from the very bottom, the base of your body, all the way up the left side. As you retain it at the top, just let it loop over. And then as you exhale, just feel the energy flowing down the right side of the body, all the way to the bottom. Soften your shoulders as you exhale. Using this practice to balance out the right and left side of the brain, of the body. Calms our nervous system, brings us into balance. So as you breathe in and out. Just try and regulate your breath here. Good, just take one more round of this wherever you are. Releasing your hand when you're ready to your thighs. And just notice returning to the natural rhythm of your breath. Good. From here, draw your palms to heart center and bow your head down to your heart, perhaps setting an intention for your practice. You're just taking this moment to connect with your breath. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Good. Placing the hands now on our knees or our thighs, palms facing down. As we inhale, start to rock forward on the sit bones as we open the chest and lift the gaze to the sky. Good. Stretching out the front of the body, draw the shoulder blades down. Then as you exhale, draw the belly button to your spine as you rock back, using your hands on your knees. It's a little lever, it's a little pull away here. Bring the chin to the chest, curving the spine. Good, inhale to come through. Drop the shoulders, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Exhale to rock back, curving the spine. Shoo. Good, my friends, and again, inhale, we come through, raising the chest, stretching the front of the body, and then exhale to curve back. Good, lovely. And then coming back to neutral now. Gonna bring your left hand to the floor, left fingertips. Take an inhale, reach the right hand up to the sky. And then exhale as you creep the left hand outside, stretching over. You can sway your hips to the right here just to increase that stretch a little bit. Good, bend the underneath elbow just to release that shoulder. And then enjoy this, breathe into the side of the body. Cracking open the ribs. Good, then on your next inhale, coming back up to center, reach the left hand up this time. Exhale as we walk the right hand outside, stretch over. Nice, my friends. Keep reaching the left fingertips overhead. Keep breathing, keep awakening the side of the body. Good, then take an inhale to come back up through center, raise the right arm, left fingertips come down. Exhale as we reach over now, we're going to plant the left hand as we start to raise the hips off the mat. Glutes are engaged here. Just think of lifting the hips up and forwards. Come to the fingertips of the left hand or maybe even a block if that feels better. And again, think of opening up the side of the body. Good, this time as we exhale now, start to curve the body over the left leg, bring the sit bones down as we sweep forward. Plant the right hand down this time, and as we inhale, open up, lifting the hips. Good, have a little play around with where this feels best for you. You might want to see if you can open that top arm back a little bit to open the chest. Good, then exhale, fold the body over the right leg, sweeping round. Good, with your own breath, inhale, rising up. Good, keep reaching that hand over, keep squeezing those glutes. Open the body to the sky. Good, then exhale, sit bones come down, sweep forward. Plant the right hand, inhale, we open up. Inviting in new oxygen, new space. Even take a smile at the top. Good, then exhale now as we bring the sit bones down, coming through center as we stop in our child's pose. Send the hips back to the heels, release the body forward. Good, as you exhale, soften the body through the legs to the floor. Maybe the forehead comes down to the floor as well. Good, and then start to walk the hands back into the legs. And we're going to come round to our all fours position on our mat. Good, when you get there, we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cows. So with your own breath again, let your breath initiate the movement. Inhale as you soften the body, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Good, exhale, push the floor away from you as you curve the spine. Nice, inhale, we come through. Exhale, push the ground away, chin comes to chest, feel each vertebrae, make some space between them. Inhale, we come through. Expand across the collarbone, the shoulders. And exhale, we push the ground away. Good, lovely, my friends. From here, tuck the toes underneath. Walk the hands back now as we lift the knees off, turning the feet out to come to our yogi squat. Nice, have a little rock from side to side here. Just working through the feet, starting to come into the hips a little bit more. Good, lovely. Then bring the palms to your heart center. Start to press the elbows into the knees as we open up to our malasana. Draw the tailbone down to the floor. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Good, my friends, take one more inhale. Can you grow tall through the top of the head? And then exhale as we bring the hands down in front of us and just start to raise your hips up to the sky now. Heel toeing the feet into underneath you, about hips width apart. Good, and then we're just going to bend one knee at a time. Let the body hang over the legs. Let the head hang nice and heavy. You can look under each arm if that feels nice. As you do this little pedal out. Good, and then really soften in the knees. Take hold of either elbow, and we're going to roll through each vertebrae up to stand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Raising the hands up above the head, inhaling. Exhale, draw your palms down to heart. Soften the shoulders. Lovely, then just start to pedal out the feet here. So just working through our feet, rising up. And as you do this, just make your way to the top of your mat. You can release your arms, maybe stretch them overhead, have a little wave around, perhaps coming back to taking hold of each elbow. Good, and then planting both feet down, we're just going to take a few body circles here. So taking hold of opposite elbows, just start to move the body around. Almost in a side stretch, then opening up, come to the other side and forward. And then coming the other way. If the arms don't feel good there, you can let them go. Make this quite free and dancey. Good, then come to standing mountain pose, hands by your sides, ground down through those feet. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky, palms touch at the top. Exhale, fold the body over the legs, deep forward fold. Good, inhale, rise up to halfway. And then exhale, plant the hands, take 2 steps back or a hop to your plank pose. Good, drop the knees to modify here and then take your flow. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower the heart space through the hands. Good, bringing the body all the way down now. Inhale, as we rise the body up to cobra, elbows tuck in. And then exhale as we fold down. Lovely, my friends. From here, we're going to come to our sphinx pose. So bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms facing down, grounding into the floor. Tailbone is tucked underneath here, legs are engaged. Thing of pressing into the elbows to open up across the front of the chest. Good, take an inhale in here. And then as we exhale now, we're going to push into the hands and the forearms as we start to lift the sit bones up, coming back through the knees to find our puppy pose. Good, so maybe just have a little play around coming into your first puppy pose. Make sure the knees are directly underneath the hips. Hands and arms are stretched out in front of you and we're softening, bowing the body down to the floor. Good, tailbone lifts nice and high. Perhaps your gaze is up, perhaps you're looking down towards the floor. Either is a really great place to be, just be where you are. Good, we're going to move through these poses a few times in a little flow. So start to shift the body forward, grounding through the forearms, lower the hips, sphinx pose. Take an inhale to lift up here, open. Exhale, push back through the knees, send the hips high. Puppy pose. Soften the body to the floor, open the chest. Good. Ground down through the arms. Send the body forward, hips lower. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing back through the knees. Hips go nice and high, extended puppy pose. Good, starting to warm up now. One more time as we come through. Down to our sphinx pose. Drop the hips, open the chest as you inhale. Exhale, pushing back, hips come high to our puppy pose. Good, just take a moment here. Notice if your puppy pose has loosened a little bit, perhaps. You've been able to go a bit further, a bit deeper. And then plant the palms and the forearms, shift the body forward, hips come to lower. And then bring the body all the way down as we bring the fingertips off our mat. Good, elbows come nice and high. As we inhale now, knit the shoulder blades together as we rise the body up. Good, open the chest, shoulders release. Exhale, we float down, head comes last. And again, inhale, rising up. Open at the top, exhale to float down. One more time, inhale to come up. And then exhale, floating the body down. Good, my friends. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders now, elbows tucked in. Tuck both toes underneath here. Good. Engage your core, belly button comes to spine. We're going to take an inhale at the bottom. And then as we exhale now, slowly pressing ourselves up to our high plank pose. Good. Legs are engaged. Press the heels to the back of the mat. Push the floor away from you, creating space in between the shoulder blades. And then inhale now as we come to the tippy toes, lift the hips up. Exhale as we press back to downward facing dog. And then just take a nice pedal out in your downward dog, same as we did before in our deep forward fold, bending one leg at a time. Looking under the opposite armpit as we do. Good, lengthening the spine, sending the body back towards the thighs. And then find some stillness in your downward dog. Ground down through the hands. Take an inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Square off those hips, press into the right hand. Keep sending the body back. And then we're going to bend the right knee now as we open up the hip. Stacking the right on top of the left. Drawing the right heel to the glute. Good, looking under the armpit if that feels good. And then bringing the body back round to the front as we shift forward. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand and then lower the left knee. Good, lizard pose. Untuck the back toe and then just have a little sway from side to side. Coming deeper into the hips now. You can turn the right toes to come out a little bit on a diagonal, maybe come to the knife edge of the right foot just to give yourself a bit more space. Good, my friends, let's keep flowing here. So as you inhale, come to the fingertips and lift the chest up. Exhale now as you soften and bow the body down to the floor. Inhale, we wave up. Exhale, bow the body down. And one more time, inhale to come up. Exhale to bow the body down. Maybe this time coming to the forearms. Or perhaps a block if you've got one close by. Or maybe just onto the hands is great for you today. Wherever you are, just use your exhales to release any tension in the hips, to try and soften the muscles a little bit. Good, then coming back up onto the hands. As you take an inhale now, keep the left hand planted and we're going to rainbow open the right arm to reach to the back of the mat. Just adding a little twist here. And then reach the arm back, planting it down now. Tuck the back toe underneath and raise the back knee off. Good, push away from the floor now as you send the right leg back to the left. Send the hips nice and high and exhale, downward facing dog. Lovely, my friends. Just take a moment here, have a little sway. Reconnect with your breath. And then when you're ready, inhale, float the left leg up, three-legged dog. Good, dial the left hip down to the floor this time, press into the left hand. And then bending the left knee as we open up the hip. Think of stacking the hips one on top of the other, drawing the left heel to the left glute. And then squaring off the body now as we shift forward, step the foot on the outside of the left hand and then drop the left knee. Good, lizard pose. Walk the foot out again on this side if that feels nice. And maybe close your eyes here. I love to close my eyes in lizard. I almost sometimes think I don't fully benefit from this pose unless I'm turning inwards, so take a moment to try that. Good, let's flow now. Inhale, come to fingertips, open the chest. Exhale, bow the body down to the floor. Good, inhale, we wave up, opening up. Exhale to float down. One more time, inhale, we come up, lift the gaze at the top. Exhale, we float down. And then again, maybe coming to the forearms. Closing your eyes. Just to notice what's going on in your body, so we've got no external distractions. And then coming back up to your hands. If you were down, plant the right hand now. Take an inhale, reach the left arm over and reach to the back of your mat. Good, try not to sink into this right shoulder here. Keep lifting up and out of the floor as you send the hips forward and down. And then reach the left hand back over the top, planting it down now, tucking the back toe underneath and raise the back knee off. Good, my friends, push away from the floor as you step back to your high plank and then send the hips nice and high. Slowly ease the heels down to downward facing dog. Good, maybe seeing if you can go a little deeper this time in your downward dog. Use your exhales to send the chest back to your thighs. Maybe your knees are still nice and soft here. On an inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Again, three-legged dog. You can open your hip this time if that feels nice. And then exhale as we step the foot through the hands at the top of the mat. Keeping the back knee raised if you can. As you inhale, float the hands up to high lunge. Lovely, make sure the right knee is on top of the right ankle and not shifting forward. Good, my friends, as you exhale now, release the hands round behind you as you interlace the fingers. Good, inhale now to draw the hands down towards the back leg as we open the chest. Good, my friends, take one more inhale in here, draw the shoulders together. And then as we exhale, release the hands, start to cartwheel the right arm forward, let the left follow as we come into an open twist, finding the back leg with the right hand. Left hand reaches overhead. Good, keep those legs nice and strong, keep the left knee pulled up. Take one more inhale, can you open up even more? Good, then exhale now, cartwheel the hands down, planting the left hand on the floor. Keep the right hand reaching up to the sky. Good, coming into a little runner's lunge twist here. Good, my friends. From here now, start to hop the back foot in a little bit. We're gonna come round to the side, heel toe the right foot round to the side. As we bring our left foot onto the knife edge. Good, push away from the floor with the left hand now. Raise the right heel off the floor. Good, just testing our balance first. And then see if you can pick the right foot off completely as we bring it into the other leg, hugging the knee in, into our side plank. Good, core is engaged, push away from the floor, push the hips to the sky. And then we're going to take the right foot and bring it over the top behind us as we open up the knee, pushing the hips to the sky as we come to our wild thing. Either reaching the left hand up to the sky or letting it reach overhead to open up the body. Good, squeeze those glutes. Think of using that to press the hips upwards. Raising the hips to the sky. Take one more inhale. And then from here, start to bring the body back round. Placing the right hand on the floor as we bring the leg underneath. Stepping it through the legs to our high plank. Good, dropping the right hand now on the inside of the right foot. Start to turn your body round to face the longer edge as we come into our side lunge. Lovely, my friends. Left toes face up to the sky. And press the right elbow into the right leg. Maybe grabbing your block here to sit on, if that is good for a little bit of support. And then as you take an inhale now, we're going to reach the left hand up to the sky to open up the body. Good, ground down through that right hand, easing the knee out with the arm. Good, feel that lovely stretch. And then from here, releasing the left hand down, start to walk round to frame the front foot. Good, and then keep going to the other side of your mat, heel toeing the right foot down, almost as we did before. Plant the left hand now, and then release the left side of the body down to the mat. Nice, just have a little play with where that right foot wants to be. Maybe it's a little bit further. Sole of the foot is grounded, stretching the underneath of the left side of the body. Good, then we're going to reach the right hand backwards, coming straight out of our shoulder. Good, parallel to our underneath leg. Nice, my friends. Push it into the hand now and the right foot as we start to lift the hips up to the sky. Good, reaching the right hand overhead. And then exhale as we bring the body down, hand comes down with us. Good, and again, inhale, we rise the hips up, press into the right foot, stretching the whole of the right side of the glutes here. And then exhale, we come down. Good, one more time, inhale, rising up. Push away from the floor. And then exhale, lowering the body down. This time coming down onto both sit bones. Good, sole of the foot still on the floor. Just hug the right knee in with the left arm. Fingertips come behind you as we come to a little twist. Good, use this moment to reconnect with your breath. Just gently looking over the right shoulder. And then unwinding now, coming back the way that we came. This time stepping straight back to our plank pose. And then take your vinyasa, dropping the knees to modify. Exhale to lower down. Good, inhale, sweep the body through, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale as we meet back in our downward facing dog. Good, take a moment here, my friends, easing those heels down. Take whatever movement you need. And then when you're ready, plant the right foot as we inhale, raise the left leg, three-legged dog. You can open up the hip this time if that feels juicier. Good, then exhale as you bend the top leg, step it through the hands at the top of the mat. Nice, use your inhale now to float the body and the arms up to our high lunge. Whee! Back knee is nice and pulled up. And then rotating the arms round the back as we interlace the fingers. Good, use your inhale now to draw your hands down the back leg as we open the chest. Shoulder blades sliding down the back. You can drop the knee if you want here, if that's going to feel a little bit better for you, my friends. Take one more inhale. And then release the hands, swing the left arm forward. Keep rotating, let the right arm follow as we come to our open lunge. Good, finding the back leg with our left hand. Reach the right hand overhead. Whee, feel the wobbles. Good, take an inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale now, float the right hand down, reach the left up to the sky. Oh yeah. Feel those legs working, my friends. Good, then just start to creep the right hand in a little bit. We're going to come to face the long edge of our mat now. Right foot comes onto the knife edge of the foot. Good, heel toe the left foot round a little bit. And then just test it first by lifting the heel of the left foot up. Good, push away from the floor here. Good, then ground down through the right foot, core is engaged as we see if we can lift the left leg off to our side plank. Good, keep pushing the hips up to the sky. Hug the foot into the underneath leg. And then lifting it off, placing the toes down behind us as we open up the left leg to come to our wild thing. Either reaching the left hand up to the sky or letting it reach overhead to open up the body. Good, squeeze those glutes. Think of using that to press the hips upwards. You can let the head drop back if that feels good. Take one more inhale, my friends. And then as we exhale, start to swing the left hand back around. Pick the left leg off as we swing it through, stepping through the hands. And then walking the hands round to the inside of the left foot to our side lunge. Right toes face up to the sky. And we're just aiming for a lovely long spine here. So if that means you need to come up a little bit and grab your blocks, then please do. Good, and then planting the left hand down, pressing the elbow into the knee just to open it up. And as we inhale, reaching the right arm. Stretching the inside of the right leg here, stretching the side of the body, stretching open the left hip, all sorts going on. Good, my friends, take one more inhale. Exhale now, bring the right hand back down. Start to walk round to frame the front foot. Plant the right hand again as we lower down onto the right side of the body, coming back into the position that we were before. Good, left sole is planted. And then reach the left arm to the back of the mat. Push away from the floor here, stretching the underside of the body first. And then as we inhale now, press into the hand and the left foot as we start to lift the hips up to the sky. Good, reach the left hand overhead, keep pressing into the left foot here, stretching the left glutes, oh yeah. And then exhale, we lower down, hand comes down with us, looking to the back of the mat. Good, inhale, we float up. And exhale to come down. Good, let's go one more time, my friends. Inhale to come up. Good, can you lift the hips even higher? And then exhale to come down. Good, then coming onto both sit bones this time. Swinging round the right arm to hug in the left knee. To come to our twist. Left hand comes behind you. Reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your intention, perhaps. Good, then unwinding, coming all the way back around, stepping back to plank, and then take your flow. Exhale to lower down. Good, inhale to rise up to cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale this time, lower all the way down to your front. Good, my friends. From here, if you've got a block close by, then I would suggest perhaps grabbing it. If not, don't worry at all. Good, we're going to take it with either hand now. Doesn't matter which way, just so you've got something to Add a little bit of pressure to, and to hold. Good, bringing the body all the way down now to our mat. We're going to press the tops of the feet into the floor, knees are engaged, glutes are engaged. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Good, so we're in one lovely long line. As we inhale now, we're going to raise our block or our hands and arms and upper body off the mat at the same time as raising our legs. Point those toes to the back of the mat. Squeeze those glutes together. If you haven't got a block, imagine you have to squeeze between the hands. Exhale to lower down. Good. And let's go again. Inhale, we float up. Reach the hands forward, reach the feet back. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale to float down. Good. Let's go one more time. Inhale now. Rising up, opposite ends of the body. See if you can lift your gaze a little bit as well this time. And then exhale to float down. Woo. Good, my friends, bring the hands underneath the face and just rest one side of the face on your hands. Good, and then just coming up this time, we're going to interlace the fingers behind our back as we did in our high lunge. Good, bring your forehead to the floor first. Using this now to really draw our shoulders down our back to help us maybe lift off a little bit more. Let's do this 3 times again. Take an inhale now, lengthen through the crown of the head at the same time as through the toes. Good, raising the body up, squeeze the glutes, press the hips into the floor. Exhale to float down. Good, nice and slowly controlled. When you're ready, inhale again as we lengthen from both ends. Draw the hands down to the back of the mat. Draw the shoulder blades down as we lift the chest. Exhale to float down. This is a full body experience, my friends. I can feel it too. Good, when you're ready, take a breath and let's go for one more of these. Here we go, interlace those fingers and inhale, draw the hands down the legs. Raising the legs off, raising the upper body off. Open across the chest. Squeeze the glutes. Good, can you take one more inhale and maybe lift up even more? And then exhale, release down, bring the hands under the face and just take the head to the other side this time. Coming back to neutral, coming back to your breath. Good, my friends, and then bring your hands under your shoulders, pushing back through the knees. Take your body back to your child's pose. Bringing the knees together this time. Letting the arms relax by either side. Palms facing up. Feel the whole weight of your body on your legs now. Just let it completely curl over. Starting to bring the breath down. Good, and then when you're ready, bring the hands by your sides and just start to raise the body up to sit on your heels. Head comes last, just do it nice and slowly. Good, then bring the sit bones round to one side. Bring the legs out in front of you. Flexing the feet. You can soften in the knees here. If the hamstrings are a little bit tight, good. Take an inhale now to reach the hands up. Lift up out of the sit bones, take a little rock. And then exhale as we start to fold the body over the legs into our Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. So just close your eyes here, my friends. Don't worry if you can't reach your feet. Just take whatever you need from this pose. So you can just relax the arms by your sides, perhaps. Maybe take hold of the outside of the calves if that feels good. If you want to take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. And just take this asana, this final pose for you and what your body needs right now after your incredible practice today. Lovely, my friends. Just start to walk the hands back in as you bring the body up. Good, and then coming to find a comfortable seated position. Just moving nice and slowly. Good, sit nice and tall on those sit bones. Just take a few shoulder rolls. Releasing the shoulders away from the ears and down the back. Good, take an inhale now to reach the hands above your head, palms come to touch. And then draw them down to your heart center. Closing our practice by coming back to your intention. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Can't wait to see you again for the next one. Thank you for being a part of Yoga with Rose. From my heart to yours. Namaste.